Hello everybody, Path of the Exiles, 62. I'm still drunk. Obviously I would prefer, if you were watching this video right now, that you would go watch the other videos in this series first. This is like the third iteration. This is Harvest League. But, you know, 61, you can start in 61, this series of videos. But yeah, this is Mega Man 5 Dark Man stage from the Complete Works version as the music for this video. It's a good tune. Very upbeat, makes me very happy. What am I doing here? What am I doing here? I don't know. I'll figure it out as I go along. Last league I had a lot of fun with like cluster jewels and stuff. But yeah, this is Path of the Exiles, the series. This league, I'm going to be taking it a little bit more off the hip. I'm going to be talking about a lot of different things. In the last video, I talked more about my YouTube channel, what my the overall goal of the project is, like on a more grand scale. And I might continue talking about that. I interrupted my train of thought, but whatever. But yeah, I'm drinking. This is what I do. When this league pops out, new league every 3 months, it's just part of what I do, you know? It's just like a religious kind of sabbatical, you know? I just sit here, play video games, make it on video for some reason, and then just completely go to town. Goddamn. That is an extremely powerful alcoholic beverage. But yeah, this is kind of like, again, the filler. This is filler. Path of the Exiles is filler content for my YouTube channel, and I'm okay with that. Thank you to watching. Anyone watching my filler, I would appreciate it more if you watched more of the important content. And this is just like if you can't get enough, rather than like, oh, I'd rather watch. I mean, if you'd rather watch Path of the Exiles over Above It All, that's fine, but I don't know. I'm skeptical of that. I'm skeptical, but I'm okay with it. Watch whatever you want. If any one of these video series appeals to you in any fashion, that's good for me. Obviously, first and foremost, this channel is about me. And about if you like me, and if you do, you watch my shit, I guess, theoretically. And so, yeah, I need... One of the things I came to the conclusion for 2020, and one of the reasons why I came up with Above It All, was because I realized that the main product of my YouTube channel is not the video games that I play, or how I play the video games, like speedrunning. But the main product of my YouTube channel is me. You know, that's the main product. Like, I realized that 99% of the people that come to this channel come here because they want to watch me play a video game, or they want to watch me talk about something, or they want to watch me talk about a movie, or watch me cook. It's not because of the cooking or the movies or the video games. At least, you know, I figured most people are like that. And there are only people that, like, there's people that only watch my Doom videos, and that's fine. And that's completely okay. My thing is, if I pique your interest in any other thing, like if I bring you to this channel and you're like, wow, this person's really good at Doom, and then, like, you watch any of my videos and learn more about leftist politics, I mean, again, that's a job well done. For me, that's an accomplishment, and the same goes for this series. Like, if you came here for my leftist politics, and then you watch me play a video game I love, I mean, that's great for me. I mean, I love that. That's just what I'm here for. That's the goal of the project, is to make people like the things that I like. Well, not necessarily to make them, but to share how my human perception perceives the things that I perceive that yours may not perceive, because of your different experience and upbringing. I know we're approaching big brain territory here. I'm well aware of that. But yeah, we're approaching big brain territory. Again, this series, what I decided to do, and I came up with this idea over the course of like 3 minutes before the first video. But it's like, I just want to get drunk and I want to play the game. That's it. And I decided I would just, instead of, you know, making the videos about the game, you know, I'll make the videos about what I'm talking about this. And, you know, because this game is kind of a busy game. There's not much going on. Like, unless you're very familiar with the game, you know, there's not much that you're going to pick up from this. I figure that if I'm just speaking with the webcam open for this amount of time, I should make that the main experience. But yeah, more about what I was talking about in the first video, episode 61, is the overall goal of my YouTube channel is to create a kind of like, just again, a television station of some kind. You know, something that, if you like movies, I want, like, again, I've got my Flicks Done Quick series that I don't update nearly enough, and I should update it more, but I don't. I've also been doing this movie review series with a Twitter friend of mine that I should shout out more, but I haven't because I'm garbage and I keep forgetting every time I do a central planning video, even though that was the whole purpose of the central planning series. But, you know, whatever. But yeah, you know, I just want, like, if you have an interest in Path of Exile, I want you to be able to share that interest with me. I want to be able to share my experiences with you, and I want you to share your experiences with me. Again, I'm a little drunk right now. I'm sorry if my speech is a little... If you're drunk and you want to watch YouTube videos, but, like, you're too fucked up to do anything, like play video games, or, like, you just want busy thing, like, instead of listening to music like I am, you're doing what I am except listening to me, you know, like, that's what I want. I want you to watch this video while you're drunk, or high, or whatever. If you're watching this when you're sober, I mean, I appreciate you. You know, again, I appreciate you, and I'm glad you're here, and thank you for sticking with me. But that's not the point of this. I'm like, you know, but I mean, I don't know. I'm at the point in my life, I'm in my mid-20s. Like, 23, you know, you can't say... there's an argument 23 is early 20s versus mid. But 24, that's mid-20s. I'm in my mid-20s, dude. I'm old. My body is starting to decay in real time. My body is starting to decay in real time. And I don't work. Oh yeah, I'm loving drugs. Drugs are one of my favorite things lately. I want to try more. Obviously, disclaimer, this is an adult channel. Like, you should not be here if you are under the age of 18. And if you are under the age of 18, you should have a connection and relationship with your parental unit that you should not do any of this stuff. Also, I want to make this explicitly clear. I'm not even joking. I didn't try any drugs or alcohol until I was 21 years old. Now, I'm not saying that you should or you have to or whatever, but I am saying that is my personal experience. I do know that drugs and alcohol do prevent the growth of the brain. I have noticed a significant change in the way that my brain operates from utilizing so many substances over the last 2 years, 3 years of my life. And I want that to be very explicit. If you are under the... And you know, there's people out there, hello Kattern, you know, like the various people in my channel's audience that aren't as old as I am. And I'm not, you know, you should wait. I know things sound cool. And you know, but you literally, and not just for legal purposes, you know, am I saying this, but you should wait things out. It's important, I think, that you don't, like, and if you do something, don't do it often. Like, you know what I mean? Like, do not do it often if you're going to do something. yeah, I'll figure that out. But yeah, drugs for me have completely changed my outlook on life. It's almost cured my depression. Honestly, I've never been happier, you know what I mean? So it's like, but again, of course, if I started doing this shit when I was like 16, things maybe would have been different, and I don't know. So, you know, I can't prove a counterfactual here. But I'm just telling you to, of course, do your due diligence. Don't ever use any one person for all of your sources. Even if you're obsessed with me, and which you should be, of course. But never use one person for all your sources. But anyway, enough of this fucking stupid disclaimer bullshit. Let me take another sip here. This song is really good. I really do like it. I want to do more Mega Man. I love Mega Man. There's so much I want to do on YouTube. That's the thing, is YouTube is such a good platform. And again, it's just the medium. Like, you know, I'm not trying to be a corporate cocksucker here. It's the medium of being able to record literally anything, and then people can find it. Like, it's just, as a leftist, I am extremely anti-corporation. I'm an anti-YouTube person. But that's only in the corporate structure. I want, like, you know, YouTube, except there's no threat of being fucking banned. You know? That would be great. But, again, the expressive medium, like, this is like the first time in human history where people have been able to do what I'm doing. And this is what kind of brought me to doing this. Was when I got a computer when I was like 11 or 12. It was the first time I had access to the internet, you know, outside of like Xbox Live. But that was in like 2000, like when I was 11 or 12. And then that's when I quickly found YouTube. This was in like probably 2009, 10, it's somewhere around there. 2008, 9, somewhere around there. And I was like, there are people that are posting videos of themselves doing whatever. And I thought that was so fascinating. And then I found people that like would, you know, make a diary or a blog, but they would just talk into the camera, and I just thought that was fascinating. And then I saw people that would play video games, and I thought that was just fascinating. I thought it was so fascinating, and after a year or two of that, I was just like, I want to do that. I want to... Whew. My brain is fucking functioning at a really awkward pace right now, but I'm here for it. But yeah, I wanted to be involved in that kind of enterprise, if that's... What the hell is this? Hold up. Okay, that's gonna have to wait until later. That's gonna have to wait until later. Yeah. Yeah, that's, you know... Hold up. That's kind of how I just got involved in the one... Like, I wanted to play video games especially, because that's my thing. I had no friends. I just experienced the world through playing fucking cartoony platformers and stuff, and that's awesome. And that's why, like, everything is so oriented the way that it is and how I perceive, I'm pretty antisocial. But later on, I might talk more about my family situation, which is pretty good compared to what it was this time last year. But I'm pretty antisocial for the most part, just because I did not have friends, like, really at all growing up, for the most part, like, in any capacity, really. And that's kind of one thing that brewed kind of the... Now, narcissism has the negative connotation, but, you know, it's not necessarily that I'm obsessed with myself. More so that I can entertain myself, and I have no problem kind of, that's one thing that really does make drugs so fascinating, and alcohol and shit, is that the best part about them is that, like, it's just you and yourself, but, like, your brain is tweaked slightly. But, like, the rest is all you know what I mean? But, like, your brain is just like, whoosh. And that's just, I find it fascinating. But, like, one of the things was, like, I just wanted to share the experience. Because, like, again, I never was able to have these kind of relationships. I was like, I'll just do it online. And then that evolved into me streaming once I found that medium. And now that, like, again, streaming was kind of like the thing I did from, like, age 17 to, like, last year. And I'm still kind of, like, getting over that. Like, just the idea of waking up, turning on a live stream, and then doing everything impromptu. And one thing about that is there was so much content lost to the weeds during that moment, because, like, I would just do it on a live stream and I would never archive it properly, because I would spend, and if you have been with me for any, you know, since 2017, if you have been with me since 2017, you will know this, but, so much time was spent streaming, I never properly archived anything. And the only things I did archive were just related to video games, and it was just, I happened to be involved in the video. And that's one of my big regrets, is not properly categorizing and archiving everything I have done over the course of my life since, as a YouTube person, since 2013. And that's kind of what I wanted to do with Above It All, is I wanted to categorize my opinions on the world in a more marketable and easily understandable fashion without being, again, in the weeds. Like, for example, like, you know, the way to find my YouTube channel, or just me as a person, was if you liked speedrunning obscure PS1 games. That's how I marketed myself, and that was the only way I marketed myself. I was a purist in that kind of way. I was a purist in the sense that, like, I only care about video games. That's the only thing I really care about. And so I only want to talk to people that find me because they like the games, because then I know that's like an automatic default kind of like, oh, okay, we could potentially be friends kind of thing. Though it wasn't that explicit, but that's kind of like a retrospective analysis. But then again, I said, like, around, you know, last year and then 2020, I wanted to start changing my brand to me. I'm the brand, and I do different things and all kinds of that kind of stuff, but I'm the brand, and I want to categorize things in a way that, like, again, Above It All as a video series, that's categorized, that's in its own lane. And then that's how people can find me. And then again, I do this, and this is maybe more about me, but also about the game. I'm commenting on the game as I play, you know, I mean, there's not much to comment on, but I'm trying my best. Again, my brain is... I'm under a lot of influences right now, and again, it's incredible. But, yeah. the grand project is just to occupy people's time. The more I think about it, like you know, the grand project, I mean, as far as my personal politics go, I would love to build a communist utopia, right? But like, you know, that's a little more far-fetched. But as far as like a personal life project with this whole experiment, I just want people to be interested in my universe. I want to document my universe, the way I perceive reality, and who knows? I mean, there is literally no way to tell what the world is going to, you know, historically wise, how people are going to remember things. And like, it's totally possible that like 8 years from now, or 3, like at any point in the future, I'm involved in like a pivotal moment that intersects with like human history or whatever, like that, you know, any, like, who knows, like there's like, I get killed in like some major way that makes national headlines, or I become some sort of famous activist, or like I become like a comedian that gets like any, like whatever, or I, you know, kill myself in some sort of ritualistic way, and then people find this channel and review the, you know, like if there's any sort of scenario that could occur where this human experience that I'm occurring may be interesting to someone. And I don't know. And it could not. Chances are it probably won't. And that's the beauty of it, is that chances are nothing will happen. Chances are that in 30 years from now, maybe I'll have like a couple dozen people obsessed with me because I'm hot as shit. Or at least I was hot as shit. I'm enjoying people like obsessed with my beauty. That's one of my favorite things lately, but maybe I'll get into that later. Obviously I'm extremely attractive, but either way, one thing that, you know, it's just, I don't know, it's just fun. When I used to stream, like having the live interface was very enjoyable as a component of the whole thing, being able to get direct feedback and interaction. But again, I did that for so many years, and I feel like nothing, like it was fun while it lasted, of course, but I didn't categorize things properly, and maybe I'll go back to it, and I don't know. Who knows? Again, there's so much about the future that's uncertain. But, you know, I know I'm not the main character. I know I'm not the protagonist. I know that, again, chances are 30 years from now I'll have like 40 people that watch this video instead of 10 when it's uploaded. And that's fine with me. I mean, if it's any more than one person, I mean, that's the thing. It's like, obviously, anybody in this field of doing YouTube wants to be famous. I wouldn't be here if I said to you that like the idea of being world renowned was something that I did not want in any sort of capacity. But you know, I don't really care about it. My mentality has always kind of been like, if I make one person, if one person has a better life as a result of my interference or influence or whatever you want to say, then that is mission accomplished. I don't know. Maybe I'll end it on that note, because this video is going to be wrapping up pretty soon here, but maybe I'll end it on that note. That's the grand project. For one person to feel like I made their life better in a significant way. Not like, you know, you watched my YouTube video and you know, then you went to sleep, and like I want to like have a significant impact. I want to like turn someone on to like a new idea, or activate someone's brain, and then they like I pass the baton to them, and they come up with like a better way to express something that I've always wanted to express. Something like that. That's the goal. That's the goal. I think that's a good way to end this. Next video is obviously going to have boss fight, end of Act 1. More stuff like that, but thank you for watching this. I don't know what I'm doing. This is all extemporaneous. If you don't know what that means I'm thinking of it as I think of it. That's what that means. So this is all shooting from the hip, another way to put it, that people may be more familiar with. All these fucking objects, man, they're all shit. But yeah, anyway, I'll see you later. Thank you for watching. Have a good one. Blah, 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 blah.